Hey guys, welcome to week 2 of Living Room Chats. This week we're going to be talking about transitions. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching this. The biggest transition that I ever made in my life was moving out of my mom's house. Now you might be saying, how does this apply to me? I still live at home. But for me, part of the bigness of that transition was being really isolated actually. I had a roommate, but a lot of times we were missing each other and I felt so alone. And I think that applies to what we're dealing with right now, where we're all feeling a little isolated, a little bit away from friends. And I want to talk a little about how to deal with that. For me personally, I did not deal with it well. I actually went out and impulsively bought a rabbit. I knew almost nothing about rabbits, but I have a tendency to impulsively buy pets. Weird quirk about me, don't know why. So I had this rabbit, I named him Appa. I actually recently rehomed him a few months ago to someone who could take way better care of him than I could. So I'm super excited he has a great home. But I impulsively bought a rabbit because I couldn't really handle being alone and just dealing with myself. It felt like a completely foreign concept. So I figured out that I actually needed to get to know myself. So I'm going to give you a few tips for what to do in isolation and how to handle it. Tip number 1, don't get a rabbit. And by that I mean don't make impulsive big decisions. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, but really think through the things that you're saying and doing. Sometimes I think that we cover up the things that we need to work through by impulsively doing other things. And for some people that might be binging Netflix. For some people that might be going out and buying a pet. For some people that might be working on a really big project. But I think this is a really unique time to be able to figure things out. And that kind of leads into number 2 for me. I would say this is a time where you can really get to know yourself. God made each of us uniquely and special, and we each have our own gifts and abilities. And one of the best things about kind of living by myself for a while was I started reading a lot of books and really seeking out, like, God, who did you make me to be? Because I feel like I don't know that. And now God has given me so much clearer vision of who I'm meant to be just because I actually took that time intentionally. I would read for hours a day, but I would also do other things that I kind of experimented and figured out, like, who on earth am I? And I would say the third thing right now, we all have different family situations. We all have different living situations. And I completely understand that. Get to know your family. Figure out who they are. Because a lot of times we only know our family in the way that they relate to us. But figure out who they are apart from you. Ask meaningful questions. If you have strained relationships with siblings or parents, this doesn't have to be a time where things get worse, but can actually be a time where things get better and you actually create some healing and mending. That's going to require patience on both sides. That's going to require patience from them and patience from you. But figure them out. Have patience. It's all so worth it. I promise. I would just make sure that you like and subscribe. But I am so excited to talk to you again soon. I hope you're all doing well. Be sure to drop a comment if you like this video. Or reach out to any of us. Send a message or whatever. And we'd love to talk to you some more and figure out how you're doing. Awesome. Have a great week, guys.